everybody? It's life coach and relationship coach Roland The Real speaking. Today's video is going to be about communication with each other. All right? Stop talking to other people about your relationship. Talk to each other. All right? If you have a problem with them, talk about it with them. It could be years and you're in the same cycle, right, of not communicating with each other, not telling each other what you want or what you're upset about. Or, women, they tend to, remember something from 5 years ago on this day, and men are very more simple. But, if you have a problem, say something to them, not to your parents or your siblings or your friends. Talk to them about it, okay? And if you don't talk to anybody about it, well, then that's just as foolish. If you keep that inside and don't tell nobody, well, then that's the same situation. You're not talking to your partner about it. Talk to them before it's too late, okay? There's plenty of times I wish that, I had did that and they had did that. Honestly, you have something that you want to say, but you feel like your ego and your pride gets in the way. And that's so foolish. Because if you do that, what's going to happen is that the relationship's going to end. You want to say something to your partner, but you're like telling yourself, well, if I have to say something, well, then they're not the right one for me. Or I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to be a stubborn baby and let another 5 years go by. Okay? You got a problem with your partner, say something to them. And the way you do this is you bring it up nicely, calmly, concernedly, right? Like, is that even a word? You gotta be cool about it. It's kind of like, I want you people to look at it like this. Imagine you are at a customer service job, right? Or your own business or whatever the case is, right? And I hope it's not too windy for you guys. And you sit here and talk to the customer and you snap at them or you're irate. What do you think that customer is going to do? That customer is going to give you a bad review. They're going to stop doing business with you. They're going to, get a refund, whatever the case is. So you got to treat the customer just like you treat your spouse or your mate. That's just what it is. You approach them with an issue and you talk to them nicely. Honey, I am not happy the way you were talking to me yesterday. Instead, this is what you do in your mind. You know what? They talked to me like that yesterday, so I'm not going to give them sex for 2 weeks. Or I'm going to be a bitch tomorrow. Hopefully it's not too windy for you guys. You follow what I'm saying? Like, this is what you're supposed to do. You don't get irate, you don't snap, you don't get angry, you don't get resentful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never going to work. The other partner, it's trying to go in the ear and it gets blocked. It's like, I can't hear you. And you never get what you want accomplished. So what you end up doing is you spend years together doing the same dumb shit, right? And then, you get nowhere. And it's silly, man. It's so sad. So when you want to talk about something, talk about it calmly. This goes for women and men. Talk calmly about it, because you'll get a calm response and they'll actually understand what you're saying. Imagine if someone was running at you with a knife. What would you do? The only thing you think about is them running at you with a knife and you're going to die or run. You got to run. You don't understand what's going on. You're not going to say while they're running with a knife, hey, why are you running with me with a knife? Are you going to kill me? You don't do that, right? Look, just to be honest with you guys and be simple, like, I care. I wish I did a lot of these things in my past relationships, right? I do now, but it's sad to watch people crumble based off of this one situation. If you have a problem with them, talk about it nicely. You have to let your ego and pride down, okay? Because if you really love somebody, that's what you do, you know? And some people don't know how to love, right? They don't know how to love. So they're used to doing everything the way they used to do, right? So, you know, one person usually has this quality than the other, but then what happens is the other person with the bad quality of communication ends up ruining the other person because they're fed up. They're like, hey, what the hell, you know, like I'm trying to speak to you, but you won't. And I would say mostly women have this problem. All right, don't be upset with me, ladies. I mean, you know, you guys are emotional. You guys have like a list of things going on in your mind, and a man is more simple. So all this programming on TV, I'm not buying any of it. I know plenty of men, and they're all really simple people. I mean, they're basic. And I know plenty of women, and they're very complicating. So, you know, maybe this video should be more towards the women, right? Because the women have more issues with men. Men are stupid. Women are stupid. Men are more stupid in the sense that they, you know, they're so simple that they are sort of stupid at the same time. And a woman is much smarter and in tune, which would make them smarter. But at the same time, in my opinion, that would make them more stupid because they're so focused on all these different things, and it rules their life. And and to me, that makes them stupid. And for a man to be simple and not to live that way, to me, that makes him more smarter. You know, so that's what's really going on. But back to the topic, like, you got a problem with something, talk about it nicely. Just explain it. Don't be irate. Don't be, you know, some people might say, well, I tried the first time like that. It didn't work. I tried that the second time. It didn't work. The third time I blew up. I had to. And I understand that, right? I get it. But something's missing. Either your delivery's wrong still, or you're petty and you're worried about something so stupid. And I know women, everything is a big deal to you guys, right? But stop making things a big deal. Men, do the same thing. Just, you know, they say choose your battles, right? But those little things, just leave them alone. Just, if you want to say something, just zip it and forget it. But most women can't do that. So if you do, the other issue is that, you know, if you tried nicely 3 times and it didn't work, well then, hey, then you got the wrong partner. All right? If that's the case. And if it's like that every time, well then that other person just doesn't get it, right? Or they don't care, or whatever the case is. You'll know. But as a start, as a trial, as a foundation, communicate what you want or what's going on that way first, always. And always keep doing that, and things will be fine. All right, but if you're sitting here and you got a problem with your so-called the one you love, and you're talking to other people about it, and you never really talk to them and really sit down with them, take one day out of the week and really do it. Like, who's doing that? I know everybody's busy and working in the rat race of life, but like, your relationship is probably more important than your work and the things that you guys are so concerned about. So that means you got to dedicate time to each other. Do it weekly. I would do it, you know, every Friday or Monday or whatever it is, and set the tone, and make sure that you allocated some time for you guys to talk about things, you know, and just keep it like that. And do it like that, and you guys will be fine, you know. So that's pretty much it for, you know, communication. Well, by the way, communication, I could make a million videos about it. But as a basic level, that's what you guys need to do. Stop talking to other people. Talk to each other. And talk to each other in the correct way. And that's all you got to do. You guys will be like happy and great. You know, instead of someone building resentment and holding it in. Like, that's insane. You know, and it's just not right, man. And you know, I wish all of you guys happiness, and, you know, it's these little fundamentals that people aren't doing that are ruining relationships. Dude, it causes divorces. It causes, you know, splitting assets, like splitting up children. Like, dude, it's horrible. You know, and it's time for America and the world and everybody, human beings, to just change. Just stop doing things the way you used to do it. It's not working. Have you noticed? I mean, the ones who are happy, I can guarantee you, they have this fundamental foundation. You know, but that's why they say it's over 50% divorce rate. And it's getting worse. I'm pretty sure it is, because just, you know, pride and ego. Like, talk to each other. You know, don't talk to anybody else about it. I might sound like I'm rambling, saying the same thing over again, but you're not. I can guarantee at one point you're going to still, at the end of this video, do the same thing tomorrow. You're going to do the exact same thing the next day. So, like, did you learn from it? I need for you to ingrain this in your head. Like, talk to each other. Okay? Stop resenting each other. Bring down the pride and ego level and start talking to each other. That's all you got to do. All right? So, this is Coach Roland The Real, and I appreciate if you subscribe, and I dedicate my life to not helping others. So, to make a living, I would appreciate it if, you know, you donate, you get a coaching, get a coaching session with me. I swear I wish I had this information in the past. I wish I was able to do that. So, you know, it took me to study and, you know, talk to coaches and therapists and all these things. Not just this subject, but in all subjects of this. Like, that's what it took. So I wish I had this information. So anyways, God bless everybody. Have a great day. Bye.